I am the president of the organization, but my biggest role is being a foster mom. I've been fostering dogs for approximately 14 years. The real benefit actually is for me. I do think that a dog that comes through a foster home learns a lot of the house manners, learns how to behave around other dogs, gets really well socialized. It lives in a very protected environment, and it gets a lot of socialization and exposure. When you adopt a dog out of a foster home, the foster home can tell you a great deal about what the animal is like, what its eating habits are, playful, does it get along with other dogs, all that sort of stuff. Versus if you go to the shelter, which plays a really important role, the shelter can't tell you the temperament of the dog, and is it good with other dogs, and is it shy, or is it playful, or any of that sort of stuff.
What makes care different is that the dogs are fostered, they're with their foster parents. They're not kept in the cages. They're brought here every Saturday so people can look at them and possibly adopt them.
Lots of dogs don't do well if they're taken to, if they've been in a home all their lives. A lot of the dogs that we get are from phone calls from the Humane Society saying, could you please come and get this dog, it's not doing well. And then we take it home and we make sure they are given a lot of love and socialization and decent food, and we bring them down here to this pet fair once a week to see if they can get adopted.
Right here we have Kiwi, and when I first met Kiwi, Kiwi was so shy. He didn't want anybody else to hold him except one volunteer. And now he comes to the front of the cage, he lets everybody hold him, he socializes with the other dogs, it's great.
The program is tremendous because people actually get to keep the dogs in an environment that would be similar to what we have right now. So if they like the outside, the inside, they jump on your furniture, they bark at other dogs, anything about the dog, fostering is a good way to do that. So I think it's a tremendous program.
Care has been great, actually. Shortly after we got Oliver, we realized that he had pneumonia a few times in quick succession. And financial times being what they are, that wasn't easy for us to accommodate. And Care was kind enough to purchase a year's worth of insurance for Oliver. It gave us the opportunity to continue to care for him while he became stable in our home.
I really think fostering helps dogs mainly because in shelters they get locked up in those cages and they see a whole bunch of different volunteers, but they never really have a connection with any of them, so they never really show their true colors. Where foster moms really give it their all to really change what it's like for the dogs themselves.
You just take a dog home, you have no idea what their environment was like before, what their particular quirks are, or anything about them. So that was probably a good idea that somebody kind of gave us an idea what to expect before we got her home.
I'm like a halfway house, and the dogs live with me for as long as they need to stay until they find a loving home of their own. And I think that the joy for me is placing them into a home where I know that they're going to be number one.
How can people help? They could become foster parents. That would be the best thing that we could do. We're really down on foster parents. It's hard to find people who are willing to foster.
I think all you just have to do is have a love for the animal and have a little bit of time and patience, because bringing a new dog into your home every day or every week is really challenging. And somebody who's just willing to give up a couple of Saturdays a month to come out and attend a pet fair and just take the time at home to spend with them. It's really a rewarding experience, and that's why I do it.
It's nice to have a bunch of dogs around, different dogs, so you can learn about the dogs. But the coolest thing is watching this person come in and fall in love. They fall in love, you can just see it happen between this dog and this person. It's wonderful.